Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Celeste. In the last episode, we beat the game. Well, I guess we technically did the Pico 8 mission, but we did beat the game, but it's not over yet. Don't you leave your seats. We have plenty to go, and that includes Chapter 8, The Core. This is where our last 5 strawberries are going to be. Remember, we're going to be at 176 instead of 175, because we did get that golden strawberry earlier. Anyway, about a year later, we return. What's going on? Hey there, kiddo. Nice to see you again. Here's the cave I told you about on the phone. Follow me. Alrighty. And of course the bird's here. We can scare him away if we so want. Nothing up here, no secrets yet. So calm down. Anyway, now we're going into the mountain. Something we haven't really done yet, and something is different as well. We don't have pink hair anymore. We don't have red hair anymore. You lose your dashes as you use them, and the only thing that can refill it are the crystals and a screen transition. What is this place? This passage leads to the center of the mountain. You said you wanted to come back and explore deeper. Doesn't get any deeper than this. Be careful though. When you get this close to the heart of the mountain, its power will start affecting you differently. Yeah, I already noticed some of that. Good luck in there. Alright, so this is going to be a completely different kind of challenge, and you can't actually challenge the stage if you don't have 4 crystal hearts already. Luckily, we've collected 7 throughout our travels, so we have plenty. I do want to mention, if you want to do the B-sides before you get here, they will reward you a crystal heart as well, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, so basically our new challenge here is going to be we have limited dashes. Also, something I want to point out, notice how our hair is floating. Now it's not. It's just a little bit of a detail that I wanted to show off, but you can't really show off unless you're in the core here, because otherwise you're just not going to be able to stand with red hair, so you won't be able to see the difference. So it's going to be a completely different kind of playstyle here, as far as we're concerned. Alright. So, I will say that this is not actually as hard as the summit, to be honest, so you won't really have to worry about the difficulty being insanely hard, and it is pretty short in comparison as well. But that being said, of course it is the hardest challenge we've had to date, so don't expect to get off easy. Anyway, we're going to be seeing a bit of a weird gimmick with this stage shortly. You can see there's a strawberry over here. We can't quite get it yet, so we do need to go to the right. Alright, so something I do want to say about this stage is that I love how it's, I don't know, just the presentation in a way is interesting, how it's like, this really does look like something that's just, you know, after. There's hearts carved into all the walls. The platforming's a little odd, to be honest. Also, those platforms, as you can of course see, they will shoot you out whenever you grab them. So you need to be careful about that. They can easily. That was my first death. I was thinking, ooh, I could get through this deathless. Not the case though. Yeah, they can easily throw you into these fireballs running around here. Bit of a generic bit of. Wow, I keep doing that. A bit of a generic obstacle here, just, you know, fireballs, but you'll see why they're like that soon. Also, I am really having trouble getting through these fireballs, aren't I? The thing is, in relation to where you're standing compared to the crystal on the platform, that's where it will throw you. So you have to, like, aim yourself. Alright, so if we, like, do this, we'll be able to... Oh, and they won't even switch until you press it. Until you hold it. And now that switches everything to ice. These platforms have different effects, and pretty much everything in the level has an alternate effect now that we've changed it to ice. These fireballs turn into ice balls that you can now bounce on. However, if you touch the bottom or sides of them, they will still knock you out, so you have to be careful about that. Anyway, now that we've done this, we will be able to get that. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, there we go. There is a crystal right over there, so I guess I could have just grabbed it, but whatever, doesn't really matter. And you'll notice that there was a thing blocking us here. Those switch on and off as well with the fire and ice, so don't have to worry about that quite anymore. Anyway, I will say that the game is oddly forgiving with how you use your dashes. We'll always pretty much have extra instances to use them. Like obviously I had one dash there left over. It's pretty much never going to force us to use all of our dashes unless we're in one of the more difficult rooms. You could move upwards now that we have those platforms, well, platformable now. But instead, we are going to climb up here and get this strawberry. Kaboom! Easy as that. There's only 5 strawberries, so luckily we don't have to worry about that. In addition, we only have, wow, straight into it. We don't have to worry about the tape or the crystal heart in this stage because they're actually required to move up. All right, I'm gonna use my dash. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that there. And there we go. Yeah, like I said, this shouldn't be too difficult. I think we can just, no, we can't just switch it, never mind. It's gonna be like, just switch it. Can we not? Okay, we can hit it right there. I don't know why it was so confusing to me. It's just, I haven't played this level in a while, and we're going right back down. Do we actually have to, let me see here. Oh, I hit it. I was gonna say, if we can like bounce up the wall all sneaky like, we could trick the game into giving us the win here. Like I said, okay, we're in another section, so we're going to be wanting to look out for 3 strawberries here. This is a fun spot. Also, these wall changes, these walls that like shoot you upwards. Remember that path up there. Those walls that shoot you upwards turn into slippy walls that you can't actually climb up anymore once you change it to ice. There we go. So now that we've hit that block, we want to go back here because it's a secret. This is where we're going to get another one of our strawberries. So just to show, I can't grab onto that. No matter what I do, I'll just slide right back down. I guess this is the room that teaches you that. Whoop, bumped us right on back. Yeah, and the bumpers do work just like the ones in Reflections as well. So you're going to want to be careful on where they shoot you, of course. Goodness, almost had it. I'm surprised I can get over those spikes easily. Oop, not taking that. Oh, I just remembered I can't grab onto the walls, jeez. Yeah, sometimes it can play with your mind, because this level really does play with your mind in the weirdest ways. Basically completely changes the controls on you. You know, can't grab onto walls, you have to wall jump these. All right, hit it on the right side to get us moving. And hopefully we can save our dash for any time we need it, which would be right there. And that's our second strawberry. I believe I'll actually be getting an achievement once I get to 175 because I haven't actually hit that on my main account yet. Mainly because I didn't want to go all the way through... Yeah, those turn into actual enemies now. Mainly because I didn't want to go through all of the peak to get all the ones back in there. So, you could probably see why. Oh, I wanted to change that actually. Didn't quite get to it. Oh well. But you can like save some of your dashes here as well, if you're crafty enough, so. Oh, I didn't get to it. Oh, you know what? I wanted to use that bumper. I forgot it was there, so now we have to go back through it. Sorry about that, but that's how it is sometimes. This game is really about learning. Wait, I didn't hit the switch, okay. Just learning as you go, like you see a new thing every time, and it's like, well, now I gotta deal with that. But it also gives you an advantage as you move on. Ooh, straight into it. It's also weird seeing those bumpers like that since we've seen them before in Reflections. The spikes also coming from, well, I guess they're not from any one specific stage. I'm gonna get that crystal. Here, if we can grab onto this mic. Oh no, not downwards. And of course you can see it won't let you back in. Actually, I think I might be able to trick this out. Probably not, I don't think so. There's not really anything I can do. Darn, I'll just meet you back over here because I don't want to show you the same room 1,000 times. All right, let's see if we can get it this time. There we go. Didn't even have to use both of our dashes. Look at that. That gives us up to 174. Also, I don't know if that's blocking the screen, but I'm going to get rid of that anyway. It's the little Microsoft updating thing. So right after that, we immediately have a room with yet another strawberry. So we're going to have to pay attention to this room here. I'm going to avoid those bumpers just because that can happen. You might have seen the secret already. It's right on up there, and I'm quickly realizing, listening to myself talk, I have committed one of these sins of Let's Playing. Oh, I almost had that. I have drank chocolate milk before I recorded, which, if you didn't know, chocolate is absolutely terrible for your voice. You don't want to be doing that. Yet here I am. I had the bad apple of Eden, or whatever, I don't know. References. Ooh, hold on. You have to hit that switch before you go up there. That's an important thing that I forgot about, and I paid dearly for it. This room is actually fairly difficult. As I go straight through it, geez. So, oh, and I also forgot that that was going to turn into fire. You know, it's just another realization every time. Also, wow, I'm a pro gamer using these bumpers to my advantage. We probably want to have both of our dashes rather, hitting this switch. So that'll make it safer on us. Anyway, if you do that correctly, this strawberry will literally just be chilling here. Oh yeah, I got the achievement, Impress Your Friends, 175 strawberries. It's a big room, there's not really anything here. There's a passage backwards just in case that you had it on ice. So you can get back, but otherwise, like, there would be a pillar right here made of ice if you didn't change it to fire. Just as a heads up. Anyway, that means we only have one more strawberry to get, and it's actually one of the harder strawberries in the stage to get, so hopefully we'll be able to grab it without too many problems. I actually remember this level, this area at least, is one specifically from the B-side, but the B-side is so much harder. For instance, there are 4 fireballs in each of these little positions instead of 2. And many things like that. Oh, yep, on to the next section. So this is where the floor is going to be coming up constantly for a while here, so just in case you have anxiety, uh-oh, spaghetti-o, good luck, basically. Alright, get right up here. Use this moving wall to our advantage, and we'll be able to get up here really quick. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, like, we're almost near the end of this. We only have one more strawberry to get. I did say this was a bit of a break. It was meant to be, like, a bit of a harder but shorter area, and that's kind of alluding to what the B-sides are going to be exactly, because that's exactly what they're going to be, actually. And for that reason, like, every stage has a golden strawberry where you need to beat the level without dying to obtain that strawberry. And a lot of the times the B-sides will be easier than the A-sides because of that. Just because they're so short compared to it. Even though they're harder, it's much shorter of a section you have to do. And the C-sides have the same thing, kind of. I went to the exact wrong side there. C-sides, kind of. I would only say that for the first C-side because the rest of the C-sides are actually brutally difficult. So, wouldn't be too sure of that. And, ooh, just timed that barely wrong. Anyway, for the most part, like, honestly, these challenges aren't quite as hard as the peak. I guess if you count the whole peak as one thing. That was a mistake. Ooh, I tried to get through, not quite. Should be able to, okay, get the jitters out. Don't do that again. Should be able to do it this time. Or maybe not. Once I get through this first part's the hardest. Which is good. It's good game design. There we go. And then just do that. Okay, on to the next room. This one shouldn't be nearly as hard. Just do our quick hops here. Still loving the background. That also changes when you change it to ice, by the way. In case you didn't notice, I don't have any dashes. And I didn't realize it until now. There we go. Was that a one turn? Huh. Oop, I didn't want to do this. Okay, there's a better way of doing this room that I realized real quickly. You could just skip straight on up to those. so that's what we're going to be doing. If it'll let us. I was doing it consistently earlier. There we go. Oh! Oh, I was sliding down at that point. For some reason I remember that you could quickly grab onto that, or maybe, no. No, wait, no. If you don't grab onto it, you're good. Like that, there we go. So that's our last strawberry here. Also, I kind of waited a bit long there. I'm gonna go ahead and knock myself out. I do want to mention, once again, the game won't actually move until you start moving, which is just a convenience factor. So if you want to time up your jumps on these little platforms here before you actually start, there you go, you have an opportunity. Alright, and I believe the rest should be, well, we have this first. Alright, once we do that section, I'm pretty sure we're done with the stage. Just some pretty easy stuff afterwards. Ooh, just barely grabbed onto that. Okay, shoot up. Right over, don't hit those spikes. Alright, this is actually pretty difficult. Gotta do all these jumps simultaneously. And boom. The rest is pretty simple. And Battleline coming back for one last curtain call, I guess you could call it. So we have one moment of rest in between these two sections. Let's get moving. The crystal's over there if you need it, because it's a secret path. At least it's not, it's kind of obvious. So now the path's actually going to go up and down, depending on whether you have it on fire or ice. Now this section I wouldn't say is as hard because you can manipulate it to give you plenty of time if you need to, just like that. So use that to your advantage, definitely. Otherwise you should be able to clear this a little bit easier than the last few sections. Yeah, as you can see, it's just letting you play around with your double jumps at this point. Hit the bumpers on the sides, and barely have the time to make it. Alright, one last section here, I believe. Ugh, there, barely got that. Okay, sorry if I'm a little quiet here, I'm really trying to concentrate. Don't want to ruin this. Because right now, we're going through this last section with a perfect run. Actually, this is where it's going to get us. This is a hard room. Ooh, I say that, but... Oh, that was the very end of it. This room is bonkers. You know, sometimes when I'm in a hard situation in a game, I just use vocabulary I would never otherwise use. This room is absolutely bonkers, though. That's not a lie. I'm surprised I got as far as I did on my first try, to be honest. It can get you pretty easy. Oh no, that ruined it. That's okay, we can still do it. Just something I wanted to point out that my eyes have been drawn to a lot. The little bubbles. Ooh, the feathers actually refill your dashes as well. I don't think I noticed that before. The little bubbles in the lava and the ice whenever you, I don't know, just all over them. It's just weird. My eyes are drawn to it for some reason. Not sure if I'm gonna have enough time here. Actually, I think since we like delayed it there, we've actually gained quite a bit of time from that. So that could be a strategy if you're having a little bit of trouble, is just delay grabbing the next switch. You don't have to speed through this whole section, but I guess you'd just be inclined to actually speed through it. Oh, there we go. And that's it. Now we just have, you can tell what this is, of course. No, I just recommend taking your time with this. You're not on any time crunch, you could just... Ooh, I forgot it was gonna turn into fire. They also speed up a tiny bit. No need to rush. Just take it slow, and the game will give you time. Oh, I didn't jump fast enough. You can see the cassette there. Yeah, this room shouldn't be that hard. Oh my goodness. And I think you actually don't have to use a single dash in this area as well. So you're free to use them as you please. I'd just use it to like redeem a jump that you messed up or something. Oh. This sucks that I'm having troubles with this because this is actually a fairly easy room compared to the rest of the chapter. Look at that. There we go. That's it. Yeah, you can see. Shouldn't have had trouble with that, but that's fine. Of course, we do have the B-side. Good music. Alright, moving on. You actually are required to get that tape to move on, and after that, we're absolutely done. We have conquered this game. Not quite yet for 100%, but all of our current challenges have been passed. This is it. This is what's at the center of all this. It's so empty and vast. Yet it feels nostalgic somehow. And peaceful. And as a reward for completing the stage, we get our last blue crystal heart. Heart of the mountain. And with that, we have completed all of the A-sides of the game, along with all the strawberries and everything. Oh, that's a beautiful screen. I really like that one. Alright. So, of course, we do get our blue heart. We got our 5 out of 5 strawberries. And of course, if you want, you can go for the golden strawberry as well, just like any other stage. And we unlocked the B-side. Cool. Well, that does it for that. Just to show off the little notebook here, this is how we did it. We actually got a full completion run on Reflection and Core, which is really cool. Here you can see our times, just in case you wanted to see how long it took me outside of, cutting stuff out. Oh, fewest deaths record. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Did I not die in the Forsaken City? I definitely died. Huh. And of course there's all of our crystal hearts, but as you can see, there's plenty of room on that page for more. Then there's the global stats. Once again, you can compare it to from the beginning of the Let's Play to see how many people have died since I started the game. Anyway, in the next episode, we're starting all the way back at the Forsaken City with the B-sides, and I'll probably be tackling a few of these every episode simply because they're so short and they're still not hard enough to give me a lot of challenge until the end of the game. So I'll see you all then, and goodbye.